Hi Libra, welcome to your reading. This is the Tail Tarot, and today we are going to be looking into messages from the universe and just kind of going to be bringing up whatever the universe feels needs to be brought up today. For those of you who are into that kind of stuff, I intuitively pick my crystals for each reading. So first we have the blue lace agate. And then next we have a genuine opal. It's just a piece of it, but it's still pretty. And then last, we have kyanite. And if you feel like you resonate with any of these stones, feel free to look them up on the internet and see what their cultural significance is. I like this one because it's a little bit translucent, but kind of not really. It's cool. All right. I apologize if I sound kind of strange. I was low-key having a whole meltdown before I started this reading. I have been feeling really heart heavy about like my own stuff, so I was also trying to clear out my energy so I could do your reading. But I kind of wanted to mention that in case any of you guys are like coming to this reading after a meltdown or during a meltdown. I've been there. I feel you. I'm sorry. Everything's gonna be okay. Let's be sad together and let's see what messages from the universe are going to come through for you today, Libra. All right. To start off, we're going to go with the Shadowscape Tarot deck. And we're going to be doing a Celtic cross. Oh, well. Cool. Interesting. I was tempted to shuffle them back in, but I think I'm being told to keep them. So for your heart cards, we have the Tower upright crossed with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So a big disappointment, something huge that has happened that has seriously left you feeling inadequate, unable to move forward. Really heavy energies. And then the next card that had popped out is the Devil in the upright at the top, crowning your reading. So this is definitely like regarding some toxic things that are in your life, person, place, or thing. I'm not sure yet. Probably regarding some cycles that you are trying to work through. Oh, that's too many. That's too many. That's okay. My hands are kind of clammy too, so maybe that's what's happening. I don't know. All right. Next. Oh, okay. At the bottom of your reading for energies that you are not quite aware of, but are at play, we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands talks about passion, finding a new path to take. Maybe needing to leave behind some things that have to do with this tower and the devil and going down a new direction. At the bottom of the deck, I just want to point out we have the Moon card. So it's not a path that is super visible yet. Okay. In your recent past, we have the King of Cups in reverse, possibly regarding this loss or feeling of, inadequacy after a loss probably has to do with a love situation that didn't work out. I'm just going to show you the upright work. This person who was supposed to be an emotional rock for you, or a rock for you on an emotional sense, ended up not being able to hold that place for you. And in your near future, we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. many options, not really liking any of them, and not really wanting to, and not finding any of them appealing. But maybe the options are there, but they're just not, they don't cut it. Damn. I hope I'm not. Yeah, no, never mind. It's fine. Let's do some clarification with the Hanson Roberts tarot deck. It's I'll start off with this one, and then if I feel like it's not cutting it, I'm gonna switch to a different deck for clarifying. All right, starting with the heart card. We have the Knight of Swords upright and the Five of Swords in reverse. So interesting, because this tower made you feel very, very low, very sad, very like you didn't really have much left. I love that. That's funny. The moon at the bottom again. Damn. And a different deck too. So, but with the Knight of Swords in the upright, and it's funny because when I noticed when I was shuffling it and then it was popping out, it was in my hand in reverse, but this card was behind it, and then when it flipped back onto the table, it was upright. So I feel like there's a lot of movement toward a direction, and also a reduction in a lot of conflict going on. Maybe it's because you've found a path to go forward with, but it's very different. It's very starkly different from, because I'm trying to clarify the heart card. I'm gonna get a couple more just to see what the heck, because this is very starkly different. Yeah. And we have the Empress in reverse. I feel like in an attempt to rush in and fix something, it ends up being kind of out of alignment anyway. Let's clarify this Devil. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this was a big loss, perceived or real. But I have the Eight of Wands in the upright, so there's some sort of communication, some sort of action that's going to be taken or has been taken. I mean, the Five of Swords down here tells me that, like, this isn't, like, an active conflict in the sense of, like, oh, I hate you. No, that's not what this is. This is more like energies, and one being able to accept and the other not being able to accept. One more for the Devil. Oh, okay. The King of Cups in reverse. And the Three of Swords in reverse. This is very, very weird. I feel like I'm getting like two stories. Like, I'm probably getting a couple different stories. This is a general reading, but like, I feel like there is a part of this situation that wants to be rectified and wants to be like fixed, and person, place, or thing like that, you want a new path with it, better than it was before. So why is this three? So why is the King of Cups still in reverse? Is it like communication that that maybe official communication that nothing can come of it? I guess there was a reason I had a meltdown before this reading. Okay, I'm just gonna pull some more to try and get a bigger picture. So for the recent past, the Knight of Wands. So somebody, this King of Cups, the person who was supposed to be an emotional rock, an emotional, like, a source of emotional give and take, ended up being kind of a player, maybe, or somebody who was not taking it seriously, or was passionate about it in the beginning and then it dissipated later. Seven of Pentacles in reverse, so not seeing the fruits of your labor, lots of effort, not a whole lot being reaped from it. So unequal give and take. Someone putting a lot into the connection, another person not, or place or thing. There's a lot of pentacles, and there's a lot of, the energy's kind of all over the place. So genuinely, this could be like a career, like career related, like just something you're passionate about, someone you're passionate about. I'm not totally sure. It'll probably be different for everybody. One more card. The Fool and the Eight of Swords. And the Two of Pentacles. These kind of came out a little sideways, which tells me that they're like, the indecision is there. Like with the Fool and the Two of Pentacles, person, place, or thing, not sure what decision to make. Very in their head about it, trying to get out of their head about it, but not doing it at a pace that's good enough. Or not, but it's just not. The Devil underneath the deck. It's just not aligning. All right. Oh, this is heavy. Okay, the Seven of Cups in reverse. Lack of reciprocity, lack of ability to cooperate. All you want is cooperation, but it seems like nobody's willing to do it. And at the end of the day, the unfortunate fact, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to sound all doom and gloom. I'm honestly sitting here with you in this energy, and I'm just like, yep, I feel you. I have been living in this kind of energy for most of the last couple years, if I'm being honest. Not exactly the same, but I can relate. Yeah, I think the hardest thing about life is knowing that we cannot convince people of the quote-unquote correct way to act or the correct course of action. And we cannot make people do anything that they don't want to do. That includes reciprocating energy. That includes effort, time. We can't force people to do anything. No one is responsible for our own happiness and joy. We are individually responsible for our own happiness and joy. And And it's really hard, especially if you felt like you've been the person who has had to be responsible for other people's joy and happiness, either through your parents, friends growing up, or whatever have you. You know, we all people are immature at some point, and we have to grow at some point. And the unfortunate part is that we all kind of hurt each other at one point or another, unintentionally or maliciously. This doesn't feel intentional. I hope that is some sort of, this just feels tragic. It doesn't feel like there was any intended harm. Like this Five of Swords in reverse and the Three of Swords in reverse, the Fool in the upright. Eight of Swords had originally come out in reverse. Like, none of this was intended. I think everybody went into this with the best of intentions and just did not have the ability or know-how as to how to make this work. And that is just something that can't be learned except through experience. This connection, career, whatever it is, feels like it was a wrong place, wrong time. More for the Seven of Cups in reverse. Interesting. The Tower popped up in reverse after the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Huh. One more. Five of Cups in the upright. Feeling left. Feeling sad about a missed opportunity. But the Tower in reverse, maybe we're coming to a point where our perspective is changing a little bit about it. Maybe we are understanding that there were things at play that we could not control. And that is no one's fault. But that doesn't make it any easier, because you're still left with all this sadness and all this pain and no way to really fix it except time. But time never comes quick enough. This is some heavy energy. I want to get you some messages from your higher self to see if we can get some advice from the universe on what we can do to get to a better place, because this is energy that is very sad, and I want to acknowledge that for you, but it is also energy that we can't remain in forever. We have a life to live. You have a life to live that goes beyond whatever this was. And I think whoever or whatever is on the other end of it wants you to be happy. I don't think there was malicious intent here, but I just don't think that it could work out. I'm sorry. All right. Messages from your higher self. It's not mean that things can't work out in the future, but you know. All right, so the first card we've gotten is take time before making big decisions. This is always good advice, especially when it comes to relationships that have been in our lives for a long time. Hypothetically speaking, if this is like a marriage that has been falling apart slowly but surely, this is not like divorce or separation is not something that should be taken lightly. And ideally, we do these things with the intention of healing and becoming better people afterwards. That was just an example. I'm not saying that that's what's happening here. Could be. Oh, whoops, holding the deck the wrong way. All right, more messages from the universe about. Oh, there we go. All right, keep it moving forward. You heard it here. It's tragic. It's sad. This is not something that's easy to move forward from, but it does not, like, sticking around in this energy is not exactly helpful either. That doesn't mean you shove the feelings away when you have them. It just means that you keep going and you move on, even though you're still having those feelings, and you do what you can logically or emotionally feel is best for you, and that you can identify as being in your highest good. I think we all need to be big kids sometimes and just, bite the bullet and, take the L and then move on to bigger and better things. Take it as a, remember that, nothing is set in stone. That means that this had an equal chance of working out as much as it had a chance of failing. And we have to remember that just because something currently has failed in a certain area, whatever, like, that doesn't mean that we won't reach success later, or that this won't come back around, because something that I always have to remind myself is that something that is meant for you will not pass you or miss you. And it will just come back when it is a better time. All right. And there is strength in asking for help. This is just always good advice, seeking out companionship in your friends and those who have been there through your big moments, your hard moments, your good times and bad times. There is no shame in asking for help or reaching out for people to seek comfort from. All right, so now to top off the reading, we are going to receive a message from the Fantasy Cats Oracle. And we are, oh, excuse me. I sneezed. Sorry. Okay, so, right. Fantasy Cats Oracle. What message do we have for Libra today? Oh, all right. Oh, I love this for you. Okay, this is spring, the fresh yearning of the morning. Kitty. So cute. I feel like that is definitely some energy that I want for you and that I want for all of us. Like, we all need, like, just a fresh start and to feel new and to feel like we're belonging and like everything, even though, like, nature has its storms, nature has its disasters, but at the end of the day, nature keeps going, and it's very beautiful, like, and it's just in its existence, like, and I want that serenity for everybody. Okay, for spring. Morning energy invokes spring's magic. Work your desire as the world wakes up. Bubbling, bursting, and expansive energy fills the air with regenerative, exciting energy, supporting any wish. Color, light, and warmth pops and springs forth as life pours through all things. Flirtation, attraction, and desire is rampant. Engaged in the ancient dance of attraction, flirtation, and desire. Incendiary energy fills every molecule to empower your idea. Warm air billows to enhance and warm that which has lain dormant. All things are encouraged to wake and grow. The energy of spring supports new designs and intentions. All options are possible. Believe in the extraordinary. Make room for what you cannot yet imagine. I think there's also something to be said about, excuse me, like, waiting for something to sprout and waiting for the crops to start growing. And right now, everything kind of looks like a barren field with just these little lumps everywhere, and dirt's kind of muddy, and you're like, well, I mean, I planted everything a while ago, nothing's happening. You know, I'm just kind of sitting here. And I think there's a undertone message of patience and of remembering that life has its ebbs and flows, and while the tide does recede, it does come back. And sometimes with a vengeance. So take that however you feel like it resonates. All right, Libra, that is all I have for you today. I am sorry that this was such a heavy energy. And I'm sorry that you're still in this heavy energy, because I know that even after this reading, like, this like isn't gonna change the situation. I just hope that you were able to gain a little bit of insight upon the situation, and maybe a little bit of clarity on how to move forward, or how to make better for yourself. Yeah, if you like this message and it resonates, let me know how in the comments below. Also, if you want to support me and my content, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you want to support me, or honestly any other creator on this channel, letting the ads play in the background while you do something else on your phone as you're watching the video is a fantastic way to support anybody, and it genuinely makes a huge difference for people on this platform. All right, so I hope this message helped you, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.